Welcome back, everybody. Today is day 17 in the 30-day yoga series, Get on Your Mat. Today's practice will be a 20-minute yoga flow. Great for the morning to gain some energy and excellent for a midday pick-me-up. If that sounds good to you, let's get ready to begin. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I would love to hear from you in the comments below. You can take the knees wide, big toes to touch, and lower your forehead down to the earth. Stretch the fingers out in front. Look at your hands and try to wiggle the fingers forwards. Bring the forehead down to the earth. And take a couple of breaths here, settle in, arrive in your practice. Find your Ujjayi breath. Begin to inhale and exhale through the nose, drawing the belly up and in. And we'll tune into our affirmation for our practice today. I trust my inner strength will carry me through my day. I trust my inner strength will carry me through. I trust my inner strength will carry me through. Start to press into your hands, and we'll rise up onto hands and knees, moving right back into downward facing dog. We'll hold our poses today as we move in and out of our postures. Spread your toes, press down and forwards through the hands. Let the body move a little bit from left to right, and then find your stillness. Start to press firmly down into the hands and the feet, rooting through the body, rooting into the earth. Let's walk our hands back to our feet today, finding Uttanasana at the back of the mat, widen your stance. We'll come into ragdoll, so bend the knees here, lay or drape the belly on top of the thighs. Bring the head down so the chin towards the chest, look between the legs. And if you feel that you can lift the hands onto the elbows, then do so. Try to balance the top of the head, the crown of the head, right above the forearms. Take a nice long exhalation out through the mouth. Then return to your Ujjayi breath. You might sway a little bit from left to right. And we'll start with some half lifts, so bring the hands onto the shins or blocks if you have them. Inhale, lift up halfway. Press the inner thighs back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Now place the hands on the hips. Point the elbows up to the sky or the ceiling. Lift the heads of the arm bones so the shoulder blades come together. Squeeze the glutes and find your strength to rise up from the heart. Exhale, release the hands. Pause for a moment. Give yourself a nice smile from within. Feeling your strength. Let the arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise. You can separate the feet the way mine are if your hamstrings are tight. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Sweep the arms out and up. Bring the hands to the heart space. Bring the big toes to touch, coming into Vrikshasana at the back of the mat. Begin to lift the right knee upwards towards the navel. Your toes can stay on the ground if you need that balance. Start to find external rotation. Press the sole of the foot into the side of the shin. If you're going to go a little higher, reach the hand down, bring the foot up. find the balance above the knee. And as you feel the body shifting from left to right, engage the left leg, feeling your strength. Rooting into the earth, rising through the crown of the head, reach the arms up. Believe that you are strong and you will accomplish many, many things. Take the hands to the heart, bring the knee forwards and set it down onto the ground. Let's go to the second side. Inhale, exhale, hands to the heart. Finding your balance, start with that external rotation of the left leg. Bring the leg above the knee if you'd like, or keep it below the knee. Always avoid the inner edge of the knee. Feel your right foot. Can you press evenly down into the big toe edge side and the pinky toe edge side? Reach the arms up if you can. Feel the shoulder blades on the back side of the body, supporting you and holding you, letting your heart stay open. Bring the hands to the heart space. Knee comes forwards and release it down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge and walk the hands back out into downward facing dog. Begin to lift the right leg back and up. Exhale, take the knee towards the nose and set the foot down between the hands. Turn the back foot out. We'll come into warrior two. Left arm back, right arm forwards. Take a few breaths here. So find your hip and your knee. Try to drop your hip down so eventually it comes into 90 degrees over time. Push the knee out towards the pinky toe. And then look at your back arm and try to lengthen back just a little bit so you find yourself right in the center. Feel your strength. Now we're going to hold this pose a little longer today. So if it becomes too intense, you just straighten your front leg. And you can take the forearm onto the thigh. Let yourself get heavy here for a moment. You can bring the left hand to the hip. Feel your lower body supporting you here. Squeeze the feet down and the legs together. And then begin to turn the heart out towards the left. Draw the shoulder blades together. Begin to stretch the left arm up towards the sky. Turn the palm to face forwards and perhaps reach it forwards. Take a little weight off of your right arm. Squeeze the back leg stronger. Take a little bit of weight. Use the legs here. Parsva Konasana. Bring the top hand to the hip. Start to straighten your front leg. We move into triangle pose. You can use the shin or the ground or the block. Turn the gaze out to the left again. Left arm reaches up. Maybe gaze up. Maybe you take the arm down, looking up towards the shoulder. Look back down at your front foot. Bend your front knee, take your hands onto the ground. Now from here, start to step the left foot forwards to the right foot. Bend your knees, come into chair pose. Bring the hands to the heart space. Now shift your weight onto the left foot and start to lift the heel of your right foot. You can straighten out the left leg. Start to lift the right knee. So you might stay right here. We're going for a figure four shaped position. This is a good time to hold the wall if you're in your house practicing or a chair. Try to place the ankle right above the left knee. Curl the right toes back and sit back down into that chair position. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Believe in your strength. standing tall, balanced, stable. Slowly rise back up, lift the right knee, press the right foot back behind you, coming into crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, release the hands down. And we'll come back to downward facing dog. You can come forwards onto hands and knees and start to lower down towards the ground. As you come into, bring your forehead to the mat, untuck the toes, reach the arms back behind you. Start to lift the fingers, the hands, the shoulders, the inner edges of the legs, the chin, the chest, Shalabhasana. Feel the shoulder blades again coming together. Try to lift the legs from the bottom of the glutes, inner edges of the legs. One more breath. And release. Hands come next to the chest. Forehead to the mat, tuck the toes. Come back up, downward facing dog. Go to the second side, left leg reaches back for warrior one. Turn the back toes out, and let's rise up. So again, just shift your torso forwards and back. Check over the back hand, front arm, 5 breaths. When you feel that you want to get out of the pose, that's when you should try to stay in the pose. It's those moments in our life where we feel like we need to walk away from. Maybe the moment gets too challenging, the work gets too hard, but stay connected, believe, and you will accomplish. Coming into side angle pose, forearm can come onto the thigh, rest your body for a moment, and take the top hand to the shoulder. Start to turn the belly out to the side so we stack the shoulders, engage the legs. Feel the left sitting bone reaching underneath you. Maybe you stretch that right arm straight up to the sky above. Perhaps you turn the palm forwards and reach it forwards. Push that left knee out towards the pinky toe. Turn your belly. Take a little weight off your left forearm. You got this. Build that strength, build that warmth. New energy, new prana. Coming into triangle pose, you can return the right hand to the hip, press into the feet, use the block if you'd like, hand on the shin or the floor, always have it pressing into something. Start to turn the tummy out towards the side. Again, stacking the shoulders. You can follow the collarbone all the way up. We don't always need to lift the top arm. What can you do differently right here, today, in your life, off your mat, to trust your inner strength? One more breath. And slowly release. Gaze down at your front foot, right hand to the earth. Coming forwards to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and rise up into chair pose. Keep the knees bent. Spread the toes. Now you might stay right here. You might come up out of the pose. Another option is you could actually sit down on the ground and make the same figure 4 shaped position. Let's find our balance. I'll face you this time. Bend your knees. Start to shift onto your right foot. Lift the heel. Cross the ankle onto the thigh. Curl the toes back. Trying to go to external rotation. Now you can hold the wall, a chair in your house. Bend your knee. Gaze down for more balance, more support. Sit down back into your chair pose. You can reach the arms out in front of you, or you can bring the hands to the heart space. Slowly rise back up. Left knee will come forwards and we'll step right into crescent lunge. Gliding that left foot back behind you, feel your strength. Balance and stability, opening your heart. Breathe in. Exhale, release the hands down and press back, downward facing dog. Come forwards again into plank, hands and knees, and descend down to the earth. You can wiggle your feet back. So you can take the same pose we just did, Shalabhasana, a little while ago, or bring your right hand back and grab a hold of the outside of your foot. Bring the left hand back and grab a hold of the outside of the foot into bow pose. Start to press the feet back. You can just take a couple of breaths right here. If you're not able to grab your feet, you could use a strap. Press the feet back and begin to lift. Thighs rise up. Chest opens. Breathe where you feel discomfort. Notice any sensations. Does your mind tell you to exit the pose? Can you take one more breath and release? So we'll stay down on the ground. We'll stay down on the ground. You can turn your right ear to the mat. Turn the palms to face up. Just feel the back side of the body. And just notice how your neck feels, your upper back. And turn your head the opposite direction and notice any changes on this side. You can bring your forehead back to center. Place the hands underneath the elbows, right in line with the chest. Tuck the toes and we'll push back into child's pose. Same place we started the practice from. Knees wide, big toes to touch. Turn your palms to face up. Return back to your affirmation. I trust my inner strength to carry me through. I trust my inner strength to carry me through. You can start to bring the hands underneath the shoulders and lift up ever so gently. Bring the knees together. Bring the forehead to the ground and come back into Balasana with the hands to the feet. If you find that the head doesn't come all the way down, place a block there. Rise up. You can turn the palms to face up on the knees or the thighs. And from here, we'll come down onto the back. Bring your legs around to the front and recline back. Bring both legs in and bring the right knee into the chest. Take your hands and interlace them behind the hamstring. Please feel free to use a strap if you're unable to bring your hands behind your right hamstring. Start to press the foot up towards the sky above. We're not going for all the way straight. Feel the pelvis and tip the pelvis forwards a little bit like you would for cow pose. Start to straighten your left leg out. Press your left inner heel down, inner edge of the leg, and maybe go a little straighter. So think of moving your foot back towards the top of your mat. Might do some ankle circles here. Go a little further back. You could also have a strap at the bottom of the foot. Release the right foot down. And let's do the same thing with the left leg. Bring the left knee into the chest, interlace the hands behind the hamstring. So you can start with the right leg bent because you don't need to straighten your right leg. You can keep the right leg bent, especially if your hamstrings are very tight. Tip your pelvis forwards a little bit. Try to move to that straighter direction, and then the right leg will go completely stretched down if you can. But use your strength now. Find that inner strength to press your inner right thigh down. Almost like somebody is pressing down on the top of your right thigh and holding that leg down to the ground. That's how much you should be engaging that leg. At the same time, feel the belly rising up and in. Your breathing supports you on your journey. Keeping the diaphragm rising and falling, massaging the belly organs within. And release the left leg down. Straighten it out just for a moment. And then we'll move into happy baby pose. So bring both knees into the chest. Again, you can use a strap here. Bring your hands on the inside edges of the feet. Bend the knees. Try to get the ankles over the knees. Think of moving the knees down towards the ground as you push the feet into the hands. At the same time, draw the shoulder blades down and together. Press the head down. Close your eyes and feel the breath coming into the heart space. And then softening in the hip creases. Release and let go of emotions that you find come up for you on a regular basis. Remember, you are strong. And then slowly release the feet down. Take the feet nice and wide. Let the knees windshield wipe from one side to the other. You might take the arms overhead. And then stretch the legs out, moving into Shavasana. Tuck the shoulder blades under, close the eyes. Relax your body. Feel the heels, the hands, the head, the spine, all the points of the body connecting to the earth. Feel all the spaces in between those points, relaxing, settling. Let your breath go. Move beneath the first layer, the Annamaya Kosha. Move beneath the surface of your physical body to that place within where you hold your inner strength. Let your eyes rest into your heart space. Feel the heart space filled with light, soft, filled with strength, but not a shield. Let yourself rest right here in the space of wisdom, love, courage, and strength. So as you hear my voice, feel the energy within, and as you breathe in, let it spread towards the fingers, towards the toes, towards the crown of the head, like a 5-pointed star, shining bright. Start to move your hands and your feet. As you reach the arms overhead and bring the big toes to touch, remind yourself that you can do anything that you set your heart to. Bring your arms slowly back down. Roll over to one side and push yourself up. You're always welcome to pause in a fetal position It's a wonderful space to inquire, to ask yourself anything you need to know now that the mind is quiet. And you have that inward connection to your soul, the place that has all the answers to everything you need. Finding the strength to listen is the practice. Let's push ourselves up and close in a seat that's comfortable to you. You can place the palms down on the knees and sit tall. Close the eyes. Feel your shoulder blades resting on your back, allowing your heart to be buoyant and full of everything that you need for your day and on your journey in life. You can bring the hands back to the heart space. Remind yourself one more time of your affirmation, and you're welcome. I encourage you to come back to this affirmation as you move through your day, as you walk your path. You can repeat to yourself, I trust my inner strength to carry me through. I trust my inner strength to carry me through. Namaste. Now is a good time to practice a meditation, so you might try this one right here. Thank you so much for joining the practice. I look forward to hearing you in the comments below. Have a great day.